So it has a brew. I actually have half a litre of tea because this is one of the Sports Direct massive bucket mugs that they give free with Sports Direct orders. I also have some Jamaica ginger cake because that is the shit right there. And anybody that disagrees with me is completely wrong, because Jamaica ginger cake is the effing bay. So there wasn't really much. I'm actually just chilling really at the moment, which is why I'm wearing like an NBA top and some tracky Bs. I'm just kicking back, relaxing, because Tuesday is my day off. I've not really got anything to do, so I'm just taking it easy. I'm not going to do any like techie stuff really. I'm just going to talk about me, I suppose, really. So I had an inbox, a PM via YouTube from a publisher to write a book on Untangle, or using Untangle for security as part of a network, so for network admins and stuff like that. And I'm still undecided as to whether or not I will go ahead with it. I'm just like, I don't know. I think I probably will, because it's a bloody good opportunity, and I think it would be stupid for me to for me to say no, really. And so yeah, I'm sort of I've been asked to author a book, and so that, I mean, that's kind of quite a big thing. A big thing for me is what kind of makes me feel quite proud, really, that that a publisher has thought that my knowledge is worth sharing. Jamaica ginger cake everywhere. Sorry for making you hungry. Tough titties. Go out and buy some. It's like £1 in Co-op. I took a lot of restraint not to buy tons, but Serene Loaf is also on offer, 50p a go. So I also always walk out with tons of that anyway. So I suppose the other thing I wanted to say, because everybody fucking asks me this question, and I always have to bloody say it. And I suppose this needs to be a separate video really, but and it is already, which is, what is Untangle? Everybody asks me, well, what the hell is Untangle? And I suppose to noobs, like people that have never don't deal with IT stuff, don't really deal with server OSs or anything like that. Untangle is a third-party router operating system. So, but it's like on a bigger scale. So your home router, Untangle, like Untangle you install on a dedicated PC. And it acts as a router, so it'll do all your routing for you. It will do things like NAT. It will assign IP addresses for you. So everything your home box router does, Untangle does. But you install it on a PC, a dedicated PC, and it's generally for SMB use, so small to medium businesses, or SMEs is the new term of phrase, isn't it? Small to medium enterprises, even though business enterprise pretty much exactly the same thing. So yeah, it's something that's kind of used for SMBs/SMEs, and they use it in the network to basically control shit and stuff like that. It does do some more funky stuff, like you can use it to manage Wi-Fi, and you can do it does do firewalling and networking as well, but you can do web filtering, you can do application control, and all sorts of weird and wonderful things, which I'm not going to go into. So yeah, that's kind of what Untangle is really, I suppose, for the noobs and for those that don't really deal with networking, don't really deal with IT as their trade. So yeah, that was kind of quite it's quite a good thing to actually have, you know, be asked to write a book on something that I don't personally think I'm that much of an expert in, but I'm more of an expert than I suppose most people, because when I say about Untangle, nobody's ever heard of it. You know, why not? Fucking use it. I first heard about it when Hack5 talked about it ages and ages and ages and ages ago. We're talking 2-3 years ago, maybe. Actually, maybe 2. And they talked about it. They've recently talked about it, to be fair. But it's just so good and it's so easy to use. It's not. Because I mean, the likes of IP Fire, for instance, which I will do a video on, I think probably this weekend, maybe even next week, because I've not really got time to do it this week. I did want to do it this week, but hey ho. Things like IP Fire, things like IP Cop, things like PF Sense. For noobs, it can be really daunting. I mean, for somebody that's really only just touching networking, maybe you're still, you know, you're 16, 17, you're not actually working in IT, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Maybe you've got your CCNA, but you're not really too sure what the F you're supposed to be doing in terms of CLI and things. And so Untangle's really good for that, because it's a fantastic GUI, the installation's a piece of piss. There's just so many really good things about it for noobs, and for me personally, as an IT person, and as somebody that deploys public access Wi-Fi and deploys routers and stuff like that, for me, it's brilliant, because it means less support costs for me. I can push it out to a client, and I'll do a few visits usually. I'll push it out and I'll say, well, how are you getting on? And they'll usually tell me this, that, and the other. but the training for me is minimal because I don't have to. I configure it, and once it's configured, that's pretty much it, because everything's so easy to use, and so because it's all based on a GUI, there's not really much they have to do. And if you get Untangle working on like a decent machine that's not going to break and will literally last 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year without being restarted, there's no issue. And even if there is, I can remote into it, so it's not so much of a big thing. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling on about Untangle and networking and shit like that. The only other thing I did want to say, now I don't generally do this because I just don't. Is the guy you need to check out. He's a rapper / music person. He creates music from Plymouth, so from the local area. A guy called Ross Sinclair. I'll link the video, one of his official videos down below, but you can check him out on Bandcamp, check him out on SoundCloud. Some really cool stuff there. I don't generally recommend music because music's such like one of those really divided sort of things. Like people generally aren't on the same wavelengths in terms of opinion on music. Like some people like hippity hop, and some people like classical, and some people like, you know, all these different bits and pieces. I like a bit of everything generally, but no, definitely check his shit out because some of his stuff is so good. I mean, he's not very well known, and I don't really know why, because some of his stuff is really good. I'll put a link in the description below of his official video, his SoundCloud, and his Bandcamp as well. You can download his albums for free, really good. It's worth checking out, you know, just sit down and listen to it. I think that's pretty much it. So the only other videos I need to do are the IP fire one for my networking video. I do need to do a 30-day review of my Samsung Galaxy S3, and I think that's pretty much it in terms of videos scheduled thus far. I will do a Let's Play. Someone's asked me to do War Thunder, so I will do that. Apart from that, I think, yeah, that's it. I shall catch you in a later video.